Hello everyone, it's Helen Griffin here and thank you for joining me for day 4 of my 12 days of Christmas. So I have a very easy project for you guys today. It's a false acetate box. So basically I'm not going to take these apart because I'm going to show you exactly how to make them, and I've tied them up all nice with a ribbon, so you will see exactly how I make these and you'll see how easy it is. So we have here a piece of acetate that claws into a box that we're going to make for the bottom. Tie up with the ribbon and that's it. That is your gift ready to go. So let's get on with the tutorial. It's really easy. I know I keep saying that for all of my tutorials, but I do try to make them as easy as possible. So you're going to need a piece of patterned cardstock. So this is from a paper line called Little Red Robin. This is from Dovecraft. So I'm using a 12 by 12 pad, but it also comes in 8 by 8 and a 6 by 6, and all the products that I've used today will be linked down below. And Crafts Dash also do international delivery, and they also have some new postage offers for the US. So it's spend over I think it's $70 to get free delivery, and in Canada it's $85. On my blog it will say definitely what those numbers are, and in the description box below will be that as well. So I haven't got access to my description box because I haven't put it on there yet because I'm filming right now. So I think those are the actual figures for that. So that's how you can get hold of those papers if you're overseas. So we're going to start off with a sheet of tiny sheet of paper here. This measures 4 1/16 by 4 1/16, so that's just a fraction over 4 inches. That's where that 1/16 of an inch lies. It lies between the 1/8 and the 4. So that measures 4 1/16 by 4 1/16, and this piece of acetate here, which is almost invisible, this measures 6 by 6. So we're going to score this acetate first. I'm going to grab my scoreboard. So I have this in the the trimming position, so I just need to turn this around. Okay, so this is my We're Memory Keepers, trim and score. So we are going to score at 2 inches on all 4 sides on my invisible piece of acetate here. I'm sure you might be able to see some of it. So we're going to score at 2 inches on all 4 sides, so we should have that. And then we are going to work on our other piece of card here, and we are going to score this at 1 inch. Okay, I've done all 4 sides. I'm going to keep my bone folder out, so let's burnish our lines. Grab my scissors. So this is just like making an ordinary box. So we're going to taper in this corner there and this corner there. I'm just going to work my way all the way around. I'm completely cutting off the score line. The score line is coming off in my little triangle. And I'm also pulling my triangle downwards as well. If it's not coming off, I'm pulling off downwards, just like if you get a piece of skin. We've all had that piece of skin there. You pull it upwards, it's going to go all the way up your thumb and it's going to really hurt. So always, just like with skin, pull it down. Okay, so let's get this glued together. I'm going to use Cosmic Shimmer. Still haven't fetched my pin from the other room yet, so this does block up on me still. So I've put the glue all the way up to the score line because that's going to form our corner, so we want good corners. This glue dries clear as well. So if some does come out of the edge there, it's going to be fine. It's not going to dry shiny, it's going to dry almost invisible. Okay, so that's our box for our base put together. So we're going to set that side to dry completely, and now onto our invisible piece of acetate. hoping you can see it. So I have my lines here. There we go. Glare's actually good for once. Right, so I'm going to cut each outside square off. So we're going to be left with a cross, and that's all we need to keep. So grab your scissors. I'm going to try and keep this angled so you can kind of see what I'm doing. So I'm completely cutting off the score line again. These pieces of acetate can be quite static, so they are going to attract anything that you have on your desk, whether it's cat hair. I'm okay for cat hair at the moment, but I do have a few bits of dried glue attached to mine, so we can just wipe that off before we put our box together. Just cutting the corner squares off. Okay, so we should be left with, let's see if I find the reflection, we should be left with a square like that. So grab your bone folder again. This is important to use a bone folder for this one, for this part, because we're going to fold over our edges. Now it's a lot easier to cut this acetate before you fold up the edges. Okay, so it's going to want to go in like that. That's fine. That actually helps our box to stay together. So let's carry on. You can also buy printable acetate as well. I think a Crafter's Companion does that. And if you have any digital papers, I mean, I am a fan of Knitwear Collections, you can actually print off your acetate and then make a patterned one, and maybe go with a plain cardstock bottom. It's just an idea. Right, so now you should end up with something like this. Hopefully you can see it. Okay, so let's fill that with treats. So you can go with, I'm going to go for fudge here. And you can also buy those little net bags of little candy sweets and chocolates and chocolate balls and things. Maybe even some chocolate coins. Those can be quite popular. Maybe you could make one of each with different types of sweets in, and then give them all to the same person so they have a nice selection of sweets. So I'm going to try and stick 5 of those fudge pieces in here. Okay, so we are holding everything together now. Things are going to want to come out of the sides. Let's hold that together, cup it together. And then we're going to treat this as a lid, although it's the base. We're going to put it on together as if it's our lid. And that should slide on nicely. Give it a little bit of a shake if you need to. There we go, and there we have our false acetate box. So if you can't get hold of those acetate boxes, then this is an easy way of making your own. So let's move those aside. So let's grab some ribbon. So the ribbon is what's going to keep this together. You can add glue around the bottom, but then it's going to be impossible for the person to get inside without destroying the box. So I don't like it when things get destroyed, so let's make it easy for people to get in these things. So I put that round the wrong way round. Right, so let's start again. I just have a cheap ribbon here that I got from my local market. We're going to start at the top, turn it over, then we are going to cross them over, and then go back around the other side. I hopefully have enough end on that one. I do. Okay, so let's get this chopped. Okay, so I'm going to do some overlapping here, underlapping. So I'm going to take this one and go under, and then I'm going to take this one and then go under here, and bring that through, so it should look like that. And then I'm going to tie it into a knot. There we go. So you can leave it just like that. So I have a few options here. For this one I tied it in a knot so it can hang up somewhere nice. It's quite heavy, not too heavy. This would probably do better on an artificial tree because they're made of thicker wire, or a thick branch if it's a real tree. And this one is just a little gift box here, and this would look perfect as a table favour in the centre of a plate or something. So I'm going to tie a bow for this one. I tie my bows as you would the rabbit ear method. Let's pull that through, trim that off. So, oh, I really love that. So for sentiments, I've used the Simply Made Crafts sentiment stamp set. So I've used, which one of these? A Gift for You. So I love this stamp set because it's just got everything, something for everything. So we even have cookies for Santa here, and most of these ones here will fit inside this frame here, and they'll also fit inside this circle there. So it's perfect for trimming out, and it's part of a 2 set. So it also comes with this banner and die stamp set, and they all coordinate together. So these long ones here will go with these banners, and we have 2 types of frames to choose from, so it's really good value for money. And this is what it looks like when you layer them up as well with the oval. So there's something here for every sort of Christmas occasion, even baby's first Christmas. So I've used some ivory cardstock for this, and I've gold heat embossed A Gift for You. So it says A Gift for You. So let's trim that out into a banner. So I'm just going to trim the edges off. So this is a 1/2 inch strip of cream cardstock, and I've heat embossed it with Gold Nouveau embossing powder. So I'm just trimming up into the centre, and then I'm doing my tails either side, just like so. So let's grab this. This is going to go on there like that. So let's grab some foam dots. These are the tiny, tiny hexagon ones from Stampin' Up. I bought these a couple of years ago actually, just before I left, and I'm still going through them. This is probably my last sheet now, so I will be due to buying some more. Just love how small they are. Okay, let's pop that on, and those are our 3 boxes. So I do have one tiny bonus gift. Let's move these up here so you can still see them. You can go 1 step bigger and encase it in a box. So let's quickly show you what's inside here. So here we have the same style box on a larger scale, so it's made exactly the same way. The larger box that goes up higher as well, so we have a smaller lip around here, so it's absolutely perfect for a presentation box. And then you can make a lid. So I've made this out of cardstock because it's going to be sturdier, and you can make a lid to cover it all up. It's just beautiful, that's just the way it opens, and you can put any sort of gift in there. So all the measurements for these small boxes will be on my website. The link for that will be down below, and there's a blog page just for these projects. So I'm not going to show you how to make this one, but it's made exactly the same as these, but with an extra lid, made exactly the same way as the base. So the measurements for these will also be on my blog. So this is going to be a tiny little bonus project for day 4. So yeah, the link will be down below. The product links will also be down below, and everything will be on the project page for this. And that link will be down below. So if you like this, give me a thumbs up. There's still so many more days of Christmas left to go, and I'm so excited for the next one, which will be out on Wednesday. I had my delivery yesterday for all the things I need for it, and yeah, I'm just so excited. So I'll see you again on Wednesday, and thank you for joining me today.